And trust me on this one. And the shares on friendships and valuing people is something which I kind of had a thought reignited in me and resurged within me by listening to a thought share and a podcast of our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. And coming from a defense background and living in all parts of the country, we've had friends and family. We connect, we lose and stuff. It's fortunate that we're in touch with people thanks to social media. But sometimes, probably your siblings or probably people who don't understand your situation in relationships and stuff will guide you and tell you that it's a good idea to let go of certain people and stuff and all that. But actually, the point is, whatever goes round comes back. Okay. So coming back to Mr. Modi's point, I was watching his podcast where he shared that there's so many people he lost, so many friends he lost around the way, and he tried to get in touch with them, but people would not respond and be in touch with him because they thought he was a prime minister and he's at a level, and they couldn't fit to his you know I mean, they couldn't connect with him and stuff. So there are so many times when people like me and other people also feel this way. Not that we are global leaders or prime ministers and stuff, but the point is this, that whether you work, whether you don't work, whether you're a leader, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a founder, whether you're a non-working or a working person, friendships are something which are valuable. And trust me, when you have a good friendship happening, you left on a pleasant note, you pick up the phone and you have a chat, it's going to go good. So yesterday was one conversation when I was remembering Mr. Modi's podcast and stuff. That's how people influence you. Also, I've seen this in my childhood, and I've seen this around me, that you have friends and family for donkey years and stuff, so you can always learn from your seniors and elders and other people who have good relationships, that it's okay to let go of people for a short bit. Maybe they have their own journey to continue with. You go on your own way and stuff, but if you reconnect and there is no coldness and you're still warm with each other, you know that it's been a good association and a friendship and stuff. So cherish those. No harm in going back to people and stuff, as long as you're clear what your agenda is, as long as there is no dirt, as long there is no unnecessary thinking in your head, that what is the world going to think, what are my parents going to think, what are my siblings going to think, what are my families going to think. The point is this, that half the people is engaged and busy in their own worlds and stuff, and the point is you learn lessons on your own journey. And when you connect with friends and family you've left way behind, it only expands your world to a better world. So value people, cherish people, enjoy their company, reconnect with them. Feel no guilt, feel no shame. If it's been a good friendship, why not even pick up the phone and give it a shot? Okay. So this is something which I learned from Mr. Modi. So I would advise people to follow his post. Take a look at that, and there's so much to learn from him when it comes to dealing with toxic people, dealing with abusive people, dealing with global leaders and stuff. So that's going to be a great thing to do and stuff, and you'll also learn a lot on entrepreneurship and stuff. I mean, I'm not a Modi bhakt, I'm not a Modi fan, but I follow most international leaders and stuff. And I can tell you this, that the information you follow and the information you learn, definitely what you absorb stays in your head and it plays whenever you are having an experience or something. So why not listen to the top 10 or the top 20 people of the world and learn from them and stuff. So love and luck and take care, and try spending some time on figuring out what's the important task, what's the important relationship, what's an unimportant relationship, who's efficient in your work, who's not efficient in your work. Make your own systems, try and get people to adjust to your own systems and stuff. If people don't have their own systems like Excel formats or presentation making and stuff, try and include them in having a heartfelt conversation and explain to them where you're coming from, and maybe they can also make a source or a resource available at their end to make things easier for you. If you are open and transparent about your objectives of business associations and the challenges what you foresee and the positives and the negatives you are facing and stuff, I think people are going to collaborate and associate, and that's what takes you further. So in it together definitely means having smooth working and like joyful work and stuff. And if you can follow global communication and PR of established brands of the country, I had visited one of I had visited a global communication thought share of Mr. Ratan Tata set up. I've heard Minda Huff, I've heard Pizza Hut, I've heard Vista Jet, I've heard Marvel Studios also kind of there in a way. There are so many startups which are sharing their story. There are so many other ones. I've lost count of all of those, but the top 10, top 10 big brands, and you have organizations like India Today, you have Times of India, you have what else? You have so many retail brands. I mean, I've lost count of those because I've worked on more than 4,000 brands or whatever. But the point is, prioritizing and scheduling helps you big time, and everybody works. So rather than seeking attention on the work time and everything, take a look at people who are doing better, and you will realize there's always scope for improvement and stuff. Okay, so empathy is one, compassion is one, having regards for people who are working late hours or doing intercity travel day and night or during evenings and stuff is good. But the point is, take a look at the other people who also do it. I'll give you an example. Very recently, we were in a thought share at Marva Studio, and I used to think about the background of Mr. Marva, and he shared, that he's representing us on culture forums in probably 80 or more countries and stuff. So can you imagine the amount of travel he does? Same as with Mr. Ratan Tata, he lived in a suitcase. There are friends of mine who are working with brands like Oracle and stuff. They perpetually have lived probably in 40 years of their 10 years, 30 years in a suitcase and stuff. So before you kind of think your life is tough, your life is hard, take a look at those inspiring stories and stuff and try and put yourself in the same spot. So love and luck and take and have fun and have a blast, enjoy, and Hakuna Matata. And thank you so much for your wishes and your present stuff. I'm actually much better and stuff. So simple joys help you big time. So cheers to you on a lovely cup of coffee. Hoping to catch you in person soon. Cheers. Bye bye. And thank you for your messages and your likes and your feedback. Bye bye.